a gun pointed at his face. Thanks for the thumbs up. Okay, I am going to exit off of here. What is the deal with a self appraisal? I never understand that.
But I got it like 3 days ago, and then she came today, like,
Yahoo. Hey Dylan, how you doing? Good.
How are you?
Good.
We'll take the break.
I know that's right. Thank you. He was never racist. I can agree with you. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for, saying that coming in. Thank you so much. I agree. I was at here at work, and I'm on a what you would call like a dinner or evening break, and I was in I'm in like another education area now, but I was in. I mean, it's not necessarily like a lounge, but it has like it's a computer area, but it's some chairs or whatnot, and there was some people talking about this and stuff, whatever. And of course, I don't know why. I don't know why people look at me. I'm just gonna be honest. It's not that many black people here in surgery that work here, and I'm gonna be honest. I feel like some of the people that are, say, let me just say that some of the white people, uh, they they like to get my 2 cents. I think with a lot of things, and I'm like, I don't know why that is, but it just seems like that. They're like, what do you think, Terrence? Well, what does it matter? Also, I try to refrain from having somewhat of opinion while I be at work, but I said, okay, well, actually, no, I never once thought that he was, and I've been following him for quite some time, and I said, to be honest, I just feels like he spoke facts. So could you believe it? Could you believe this? That some of them were like, "Wow, we were not expecting for you to say that," and we actually. So one of the ladies, she actually spoke for two of the people. She was like, "We actually disagree. We find him actually, we found him to be like a racist." And I'm like, okay. I wasn't. Let me tell you, I was not shocked about that at all. Let me just say you this. I don't want to say I just don't care, but especially at my place of work, I don't really talk about these things and stuff, whatever, but the idea of but the fact of the matter is, you're wanting to get a rise out of me. I genuinely feel like you want to get a rise out of me, and that's what I don't like. Like, so this isn't about speaking up for what's right or what's wrong. Even it's just the fact that you want to upset me, and I really do feel like that. I feel like that, and sometimes I feel like people do things, and they want you to be a part of certain conversations to upset you and to get you to make you upset. I mean, that would be the only. That's like the end game. That's the only idea or the only reasons I can think of. And I'm like, I'm not gonna fall into that. You didn't. Let me tell you, you're not upsetting me, And you guys should know that even when people come in here, you know how much I get trolled on live, and because I talk about this and people say, "Well, you using his name for likes and you doing this." No, I'm telling you the truth. This is how I feel about it. I've always been conservative since I can remember. Always been Republican, since I can remember. I never. I'm telling you, I remember being in school and we were learning about the like politics and stuff. I've always been more of the Republican than the Democrat, and that's just fact. My mom, if she was alive, my sisters can tell you this. Keisha and Josie, my right handed guy, can tell you this. Like, I'm not even being funny, but again, see what y'all would say on live, and even like I guess in if you, I don't know, like if you can be right here beside me, people say, well, that's just you're biased because you're saying your family can attest to that. Well, my family just happened to know me more than you guys, so at the end of the day, my family has no reason to lie for me. Like, they can attest to the fact that, okay, well, I'm Republican, I'm conservative. Like, I support that side. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter, okay, black, white, Hispanic, whatever the case may be, you can support who you want to support. But what I don't like is the fact that people that really, that's not really what you care. You don't care about that. You just want to see people upset and you want to get a rise out of people. That's what I just don't condone. Cause I don't, even me going live, I'm not trying to upset y'all. You think if I go live and you know wherever I'm at or whatever I'm doing and stuff, I can be at the tennis court, I can be working, I can be walking, I can be wherever. You think I just want to sit up here and go live and upset people and have people come in and call me every damn name but a child of God? No, that's redundant. That's crazy. I don't have time for that. Like, I'm coming on here because I really do feel like it's important that people realize that. That's why I do it. And then, far as this self appraisal thing, is like crazy. Oh hell yeah! Timmy, did you do yours?
No, I'm about to.
Well, I put God bless everybody on in the comments, and I hope they don't take that as offensive. But whatever. God bless. God sees all. God does see all. The rage baiting is crazy. What? Can't believe he also had a family. When he got shot and his family was there. Yeah, I know. That's so sad. Yeah, that really is sad. It really is. It's devastating. And I'm not a nurse and I'm not a doctor. And when you say rage baiting, what exactly do you mean by that? Melon head. Yeah, I don't understand it at all. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. I was just basically saying how I didn't even want to be a part of the conversation. Uh, Again, I'm telling you, I'm not just making this up. It seemed like people just want my opinion about things, or they just they're just interested in what I think. Well, what I think right now doesn't matter. Like my mind is not on it. Like I don't even want to have a discussion about it. So, but if I choose to, my on my break talk about these things, I very well can. But yeah, I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I really don't. I don't understand. I don't understand the reasonings behind that, or why is it so important for people to get my 2 cents about this in the setting in which we are in. Like it doesn't matter. That's why I feel like that's why I'm convinced. Like okay, well people. That's why I'm convinced some people just saying stuff to piss you off, or they want to piss you off, and I'm not pissed off. Damn, she seems very happy that there's a stroke patient. That's a little different. Yeah, Yahoo, that makes me sad though. The fact that yes, he like, and I know people say you just need to stop talking about it. I just can't because I can't imagine the trauma that that's going to cause, that it has caused, and it's going to continue to cause his children. It's absolutely sad, the fact that he was there, assassinated there. Well, the kids were there when he was assassinated. I mean, that's just horrible. That's really sad. But I'm just tired of people calling him a racist, even if it's some white people calling him a racist. I mean, it seems like a lot of like I'm a black individual, and there's a lot of black people that definitely are calling him a racist. Some of the white people are calling him a racist. Some of the people just of different ethnicities are calling this man a racist, and I'm like, he was not a racist. What made him a racist? Hard Rocker, yeah. Actually, I did, and I think that was in Dallas at a like a motel hotel, and I did hear about it because my brother-in-law actually he sent me the video of it, and again now this did say viewer discretion is advised, warning, and it wasn't suitable for all viewers of age or ages or whatever, and I was like, oh my gosh, what is he sending me? So I actually did see that. That's crazy. The fact that that man chopped the dude head off. That's crazy. That's crazy. But these things happen a lot, actually. It's just the fact that I think with social media is making it, we're kind of getting a front row seat, if you will, to a lot of the violence, a lot of these senseless murders and even assassinations and or whatnot. I think so there's pros and cons to it because it isn't it a lot of things is not bad. I'm gonna be honest, like drinking and driving, show what happens when show it to people. Damn straight, don't censor anything because it's a lot of people that's drinking and driving, and you're playing Russian roulette with your life and with someone else's life. And I think it's very sad. I think that's crazy. Right in front of his wife, right? That was crazy, yo. It was so horrible. It was horrible. But I feel like some people are just like people are becoming more unhinged, and I think that's the deal with the alleged killer, or I should say assassinator, that the guy who murdered Charlie Kirk. I think that a lot of people are just super unhinged because when I say super unhinged, I mean like there's a lot of mental things going on too. Because to be honest, I disagree with a lot of people, and I would never ever think to want to harm them. And and I can be bothered by what a lot of people think or even what they do. And it wouldn't even be the last thing. It never enters my mind. I don't want to harm anybody. So that is something that is like super disturbing. Um, 1 second, you guys. Thank you guys. Sorry about that. It is crazy, Hard Rock. I agree. I agree. Okay, so you guys, I am pretty much I'm gonna get off my break now. I'm gonna head back to the OR. I am gonna go live again. I plan on going live maybe after work, and that'll be a more suitable live stream. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all for coming in and watching. Those of you that are watching the replay, I know it's not really much, right? But could you go ahead and give it a thumbs up? Could you share out the video and leave a comment, okay? And leave a comment and let me know what you guys thought about Charlie Kirk or what you thought of him. You guys by now should know what my feelings towards him and what I thought and what I'm going to continue thinking about him and what I know. And I know that he was not a racist. Okay. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. I will talk to you all later. Bye.